G'day guys, Greg here. Well, here I'm in beautiful Robina on the Gold Coast, and today I've decided to come to Robina Fish and Chips and try their fish and chips. I saw my old mate Scooter Fox had been here, so I thought, well, he rated it highly, so let's whip on in and grab one and see what it's like. Now, it has got a 5-star rating, but it's only had 2 reviews, so we'll give it the old Grego star rating once I've finished it. Anyway, let's go get it. Well, here we go. I found myself a nice little place to do the review. It's right near the cricket fields down here at Robina. Man, this is a nice place. Anyway, today I got the flathead and chips. It cost $13.50, so let's suss it out. All right. Oh, yum. Comes with a little rubber band. You beauty. All right, here we go. Whoa, mate. Have a look at this flathead pieces. Now, I've done a review on the flathead before, and well, they weren't this big, that's for sure. But these look nice and big and chunky. And then underneath, oh yeah, it's got the chips sitting there. And 2 bits of fish too, you ripper. And boy, doesn't that batter look nice. All right, well, how about we start off with some of these chips, see what they're like. Oh yeah. I got chicken salt on them. And these are really nice. Some are crispier than the others. But when you get a nice crispy one, mate, they are awesome. They're so soft in the middle. And the crispiness on the outside is really nice. Really well seasoned, and they have a real greasy and oiliness about them too. I'm digging that. Oh, these are good. And the batter looks really good. Let's suss it out. Look at that, it's so light. Really light and airy and fluffy. And inside here we've got the flathead. Mate, these are big pieces of flathead. They are massive. Boy oh boy. And it looks like there's someone else that might be interested in this fish and chips. Mr. Magpie, I might give you a chip later. In fact, how about I give you one now? Because I know you'll love it. Oh, there he goes. I guarantee he'll be back with probably 20 of his mates. Anyway, let's try this batter. Whoa, mate. Wow. Straight away, it's just so crispy, so light and airy and fluffy. And nicely seasoned as well. Wow. Now I've got some of the fish here. Yep. Could be a bone in it. I'm sure the Maggie will like that one. Oh, he did. The fish is actually quite flavourless, so that's never a good thing, is it? You want the fish to have at least some flavour. But how about we try it all together? Wow. Really quite greasy. which would be great after a big night. I find that the batter on the fish, like that's on the fish, is actually maybe a little bit gooey still, and it sort of just leaves a funny texture on there. But there's some of the fish there. It's in parts it's thick, in some parts it's thin. I guess that's a life of a fish, isn't it? But together it's tasting really nice. But I wonder what it's going to taste like when I do the lemon test. Okay. Wow, that is a big lemon. That's like a quarter of a lemon. That's $10 worth of lemon right there. Oh, gee, I just got a whole bunch of seeds. Seems like seeds ahoy for this for this lemon test. Let me get rid of some of those. I don't want to start growing a lemon tree inside my stomach. That's what I was told as a kid might happen. And I tell you what, this wind isn't doing my hairdo any favours, is it? I'm starting to look like Herman Munster. Oh, not that that's a bad thing. I think he's a very attractive man. Right, let's go. Oh, I'll show you. That's a greasy fish and chips, but luckily the oil is nice and fresh. There's a bit more thickness there of the fish that we're eating, and as you can see, it's not too bad. Nice and flaky and looking pretty good. But as far as the flavour is concerned, with the lemon there, it's all right, but I think I preferred it without the lemon. Well, I think I've had enough of it now to know what score it's getting out of 5 Grego stars. Well, $13.50, that's on the high end of the fish and chips scale. The serving size though, where you could easily feed 2 people with this, 2 bits of flathead there and all those chips, there's quite a lot of chips there and there's quite a lot of food. The chips themselves are really nice, so like beautiful on the outside, and inside they were so soft and so nice, really tasty and well seasoned. The batter on the outside was so light and so fluffy, it's really nice and really held the oil in well. The fish on the inside though, that was a little bit tasteless. They were 2 good sized bits of flathead, but the flavour of the flathead, well, there was just no flavour. It was alright tasting, but it wasn't great. And when I did the lemon test, that didn't really help too much either. But besides that, it was a pretty good fish and chips. So for what Herman Munster's going to give this Robina Fish and Chips out of 5 stars, I think it deserves 4 Grego stars. It was a pretty good fish and chips. At first I thought this was going to be an absolute beauty, but in the end it sort of, well, it just sort of lost its way a little bit. There was a bit too much gooiness on the outside of the fish where the batter was, and well, I tell you what, this Magpie, he's sneaking up on me and he really wants this piece of fish and chips. Here, mate, have some chips. Goodness gracious. There you go, mate, tuck on in. The batter was exceptional, the chips were great, but the fish sort of let it down. The value wise, it was pretty good, but hey, you know, I've had better. But anyway, there's the Robina Fish and Chips. It's pretty good fish and chips though. If you're ever around Robina and you're feeling like trying something a little bit different, whip on in. And if you do go there, tell them Greg sent you. She probably won't know who that is, although I was telling her I was going to do food review on a fish and chip shop, so she might think that I was Scooter Fox. Anyway, old Herman Munster's out of here, heading back to Brisbane. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time I eat some fish and chips. See you then.
Oh yeah, this is Greg's Kitchen, where the reviews are finger